Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. So it's like almost hot out here, and yesterday it snowed for like 3 hours, but that's Indiana weather for you. So we're going to start over on this yard. This is going to be the 6th year on this yard since we put it in, and you can see from some of the mold destruction, this yard's just not thriving. We've got bare spots, dead spots, we've got mold tunnels. It's just a mess. So Maggie and I decided the best thing to do was just start over. So we're going to grind all this up and start over. Follow along. I think it's going to come out great. All right, and you'll hear people say, don't ever work with the bucket up in the air. And they're 100% correct. That can cause your tractor to tip, and it has caused a lot of people to tip their little tractors over. But so that I don't hit this fence going around here, you will see that bucket up sometimes. But anyway, here's the pre-seeder all set, and I'm just gonna start going around this yard. My goal is to grind all this up and get it all level. Those mole holes and mole trails, like I said, have wreaked havoc on this, and we hope to improve this yard by 100%. All right, well, I got this all kind of ground up using the pre-seeder, which is basically a Harley rake. And I think it looks pretty good, but I do have some piles of, you know, grass and dirt because I couldn't, you know, just keep going straight with the tractor because I'd hit the fence. But so what I'm going to do now, I think, is I'm going to get my little tractor, my John Deere 1025R, and put my 72-inch land plane from Woods on the back of it and come in and level this all off. Maggie went to the store. We're going to get some 7 dust granules and put down. That's going to kill all the grubs. These Japanese beetle grubs have just kind of taken over this thing. And then we're going to throw down some grass seed, and we're going to do some pre-emergent weed killer so that it won't hurt the new grass or cause it to not germinate quickly, but it will kill all this clover. So wish us luck. Hey, you know, it's kind of an experiment, but it's spring and it's time to do this stuff. So follow along and see how it goes. Make sure you subscribe to see how this turns out, and definitely put your comments down if you think there's a way we could have done it better, or if you just want an update on how this came out. All right, small change of plans. Instead of using the land plane, I decided I'd see what I could do with my little 1025R and my bucket, because I've got a lot of these piles like this that really need to be over there in that far corner, and I can drag them there with the land plane. But I thought maybe I'd use the bucket and move the bulk of it first, and then just polish it off with the land plane. All right, well, that didn't work as well as I thought it would. I did move out some of the stuff, but I think what I'm going to do is I've got a couple low spots. So I think I'll just go get some topsoil and fill those low spots up, and then bring the land plane in and level all this off. I do want it even, but I do want it to drain that direction. So there we go. That is a full bucket, and that is some awesome topsoil / garden soil. And we got a pretty good pile of it, so let's fill this yard up. That's a fairly small bucket. I'd say probably 10 of those will do what I want to do, and then I'll get the land plane in here and clean it all up. All right, well, that was 10 scoops of dirt with my little 1025R, and I'm real happy with how this looks. So I think the next step is I'm going to get the land plane and come out and just get rid of any of the little high spots and stuff, which there are a couple. But that's going to wrap it up for today. All right, we're back for day 2 on this little job, and I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. Like I said, I've got most of the low spots filled in and stuff, but there are some ripples still, so I'm going to use my 72-inch land plane on my little John Deere 1025R to see if I can't get this smoother and laid out real nice, like I said, with the draining down that way. So if we get all that smoothed out, we'll get our, we're gonna put 7 granules to kill these grub worms that are in here. We're also going to plant new grass seed, and we've got some fertilizer that also has weed killer in it that will not affect the new grass seed, it says. So follow along, let's find out. All right, I went ahead and took the bucket off the little tractor so I could get closer in to the fences and stuff. I'll tell you what, that 72-inch land plane, I've tried to use it in dirt before and wasn't honestly that impressed. It seemed to do a really good job today. I don't know if it's just a little drier maybe than the dirt I've used before, but I'm looking at this and I thought about going and getting the landscape rake just to rough it up a little bit more, but I think we're ready for our seed. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Then, wish us luck. Hope we get a yard. What I do like is it's not flat, right? It goes downhill, but it's totally on plane. So there's no high spots and low spots like there have been for years. So already it's better. We just gotta make it green. Anybody got any spray paint? All right, and I am definitely not any kind of master gardener or anything, but here we've got our grass seed. And here we've got our 7 dust, which will control the grubs that, like I said, kind of had taken over that yard. And here we have the turf builder seeding fertilizer and weed preventer. And that's going to prevent any crabgrass or dandelions for up to 6 weeks, it says. So let's see how it goes. Okay, I have this Scott's Turf Builder spreader, and all of those products say what setting to put them on to do it. And the first one is for the 7 dust or 7 granules to use setting 12. So let's get it on there. Okay, so our seed it's got new lawn and overseed, we've got a new lawn. So basically on our broadcast rotary, we want setting 5 or 6. Let's make it happen. All right, I don't know if you can see that, but it looks well covered to me. Let's get the fertilizer on it. This one takes a setting of 4.5. So we'll go to 4.5 right there. Well, it must have done something right. There's already a robin trying to eat this seed. So I've got all 3 products put down, and now I'm going to run over. I think I've got a bale of straw, and if I do, I'm going to put that over this to just keep the robins, like that guy, from eating all this, and then I'm going to water everything in. If I don't have straw, I'm just going to go ahead and water it. So let's go find out. I know I have some hay, but I don't think you want to use hay because it's probably too heavy and may keep it from growing. The straw sits right on top and just keeps the birds and stuff or the wind from blowing it all away. All right, all that's left to do is get this watered in. Once I get this watered in, I'll just water it every other day until the stuff starts growing. The nice thing with that straw is it'll hold that moisture. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there, and I will show an update on the grass at a later time. So if you got anything out of this video, give us a thumbs up. It absolutely helps the channel, and we invite you to subscribe to see more. Have a great day, and be safe.